My partner said, "My ex was better in bed." I answered, "Go back to your ex then." I changed the locks, transferred out of our shared accounts, cut off all her friends, and built something new. And when her ex rejected her, she had to hear about my new relationship from everyone we used to know. Original post. I, 31 male, had been with Stephanie, 28, for 2.5 years. We lived together in my condo, the one I'd bought 3 years before we met, fully paid off thanks to some smart investments and living below my means. She moved in after about 8 months of dating, which felt fast, but also right at the time. I'm a freelance graphic designer, work from home, flexible schedule. She was a dental hygienist, regular 9 to 5, liked routine and structure. Things were pretty normal for most of our relationship. We had our patterns. She'd come home, we'd cook dinner together or order takeout, watch something on Netflix, go to bed. Weekends we'd hit up farmers markets or try new restaurants. Her friends became our friends. My buddies tolerated her even though they said she was high maintenance. I didn't see it. Or maybe I didn't want to. The bedroom stuff was fine. Not earth-shattering, but fine. We weren't swinging from chandeliers, but we were compatible enough. At least I thought so. Never occurred to me that she was keeping score or making comparisons. It all blew up on a random Tuesday in October. We'd had a perfectly normal day. I'd finished a logo design for a client. She'd come home in a good mood talking about some drama at her office. We ordered Thai food, opened a bottle of wine, settled onto the couch. Then somehow, I still don't know how we got there, we started talking about past relationships. "How many people have you been with?" Stephanie asked, halfway through her second glass of wine. "Like, seriously dated, or just in general?" "In general. Maybe 6, 7 if you count that girl I saw for like a month in college." She nodded, swirling her wine. "I've been with 4. "Okay," I said, not really caring. "The past is the past. One of them was really good," she continued. "Like, really good." Something in her tone made me look up from my phone. "Okay. I'm just saying. Some people are naturally better at certain things." "Stephanie, where is this going?" She took another sip of wine. "I don't know. I guess I've been thinking lately that maybe we're not as compatible in bed as I thought we were." My stomach tightened. "What does that mean?" "It means..." She paused, seemed to be deciding something. "It means my ex was better in bed. Jason, we had this chemistry that you and I just don't have." I set down my phone. "You're comparing me to your ex right now?" "I'm being honest." "Isn't honesty important?" "There's honesty and there's cruelty, Steph." "That's cruelty." "Oh, come on. You're being sensitive." "I'm just saying there are areas where we could improve. By being more like your ex, Jason." "I didn't say that. You literally just said he was better in bed than me." She rolled her eyes. "God, why are men so fragile about this stuff? It's just sex. Just sex." Like she hadn't just taken a sledgehammer to my confidence. I stood up, walked to the kitchen, poured my wine down the sink. When I turned around, she was still sitting on the couch looking annoyed that I was making this a big deal. "Go back to your ex then," I said quietly. "What? If Jason was so much better, go back to him. Problem solved." "Are you serious right now? I can't have an honest conversation without you throwing a tantrum." "This isn't a conversation, Stephanie. This is you telling me I'm not good enough and expecting me to just take it." "That's not what I said. Get out." She laughed. Actually laughed. "This is my place too." "No, it's not. It's my condo. Your name isn't on anything. And I want you out." The laugh died. "You can't just kick me out. Watch me. Pack a bag. Go stay with one of your friends. Or better yet, call Jason. You're being ridiculous." "I'm being done. Out. Tonight." We fought for another 20 minutes. She cried, said she didn't mean it the way it sounded, accused me of overreacting. But I was past hearing it. Something had cracked inside me that wasn't going to uncrack. She'd shown me how she really felt, and I believed her. She finally packed a bag around 11, still crying, telling me I was going to regret this. I stood by the door and watched her leave, then immediately called a locksmith. Found a 24-hour service that charged double, but came out at midnight to rekey all my locks. Worth every penny. The next morning, I logged into our shared bank account, the one we used for groceries and utilities, not my main account where I kept my real money. Transferred my half out to a new account I opened that morning. Closed the shared one. Changed my phone plan so she wasn't on it anymore. Went through every subscription service and removed her access. Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, all of it. Then I did something I'm not entirely proud of, but don't regret. I cut off her friend group. Most of them had been my friends first, or friends I'd introduced her to. I sent a group text explaining that Stephanie and I had broken up. I'd appreciate their support, and I didn't want to hear updates about her or have her showing up at gatherings I was at. Most of them responded with support. A couple tried to stay neutral. I stopped inviting those ones to things. Stephanie tried everything to get back in. Showed up at my building, but couldn't get past the new locks. Called me 60 times the first 3 days. I blocked her after day 2. Sent emails that got progressively more desperate. I made a mistake. Please let me explain. I love you. You're being cruel. I responded exactly once through email. You told me your ex was better in bed. That's not something you come back from. Move on. Through my buddy Jake, who was still peripherally in touch with one of her coworkers, I heard she'd actually reached out to Jason, the ex, the one who was supposedly so much better. She'd called him, explained she was single, suggested they get coffee. He turned her down flat, told her he was engaged to someone else, and she needed to stop living in the past. Apparently, she did not take that well. Meanwhile, I was doing fine. Better than fine, actually. Breaking up with Stephanie freed up mental space I didn't know I was missing. I picked up new clients, raised my rates, started making more money. Joined a boxing gym because I needed to hit something. Got in the best shape of my life. Started actually enjoying my own company instead of constantly managing someone else's mood. 3 months after the breakup, I matched with someone on Hinge. Her name was Nicole. She was a veterinary nurse, had a smile that made me forget how to form sentences. We met for coffee, talked for 3 hours, and I walked away thinking maybe not everyone keeps score. We took it slow. Actually slow. Not the fake slow where you're already planning to move in together, but pretending to have boundaries. We dated for 2 months before sleeping together, and when we did, it was different. Better. Not because of technique or experience, but because we actually liked each other. Because there was no comparison happening, no mental checklist being filled out. Just 2 people enjoying each other. Nicole met my friends in month 3. They loved her immediately. Jake pulled me aside at a barbecue and said, "Dude, this one's a keeper." She laughs at my jokes, but not in that fake way Stephanie used to. Stephanie had a fake laugh? Oh man, you didn't notice? It was this high-pitched thing she'd do when she wanted to seem interested but wasn't actually listening. I hadn't noticed. But now I realized there were probably a lot of things I hadn't noticed because I'd been too invested in making it work. By month 5, Nicole had a drawer at my place. By month 6, we were talking about her lease ending and whether it made sense for her to renew. We were happy. Actually, genuinely happy in a way that felt effortless. Here's where it gets satisfying. Our mutual friends couldn't help themselves. They talked, and word got back to Stephanie about everything. The new girlfriend, how happy I seemed, how Nicole was apparently so much better suited for me. Jake's girlfriend Emma ran into Stephanie at Target. Emma told me later that Stephanie had asked about me, trying to sound casual, but coming off desperate. How's he doing? Is he seeing anyone? Emma, being loyal to me, said I was great. Really great. Dating someone seriously. Seemed happier than I'd been in years. Stephanie apparently stood there in the paper towel aisle looking like Emma had punched her. The thing is, I wasn't trying to make Stephanie jealous. I wasn't posting photos to make her feel bad or engineering run-ins. I was just living my life with someone who didn't compare me to her ex-boyfriend. And somehow that was more devastating to her than any revenge plot could have been. Nicole knew about Stephanie. I told her early on, kept it brief but honest. She just shrugged and said everyone has exes who say stupid things. She wasn't threatened or competitive about it. That's how I knew she was different. Last month, almost a year after the breakup, Stephanie sent me a letter. An actual handwritten letter to my condo. No idea how it got past building security, but it showed up in my mailbox. It was 6 pages long. I read the first paragraph and the last one, skimmed the rest. Basically, she was sorry, she'd been immature. Comparing me to Jason was the worst mistake she'd ever made. She'd realized what she'd lost. Could we please talk? I showed it to Nicole. She read the whole thing, which is more patience than I had, then looked up at me. "What do you want to do?" she asked. "Nothing. I want to do nothing." "You sure?" She told me I wasn't good enough. Everything that happened after that was just confirmation that she was right. About herself, not about me. I'm good enough. Just not for her. Nicole smiled, kissed me, and we threw the letter away. I didn't respond to Stephanie. Didn't need to. The response was my life, the one I built after she left. The better job, the better shape, the better relationship. All of it built on the foundation of refusing to accept being someone's second choice. Jake told me a few weeks ago that Stephanie's been asking mutual friends if I ever talk about her. The answer, which everyone seems happy to share with her, is no. I don't. She's a footnote in a story that got so much better after she left. Her ex rejected her. Her friends chose me. And she has to live with knowing that the guy she said wasn't good enough is doing perfectly fine, better than fine, without her. That's not revenge. That's just natural consequences showing up on time. I'm getting dinner with Nicole's parents next week. We're talking about maybe taking a trip to Portugal next spring. My business is thriving. I'm happy in a way that doesn't require constant maintenance or walking on eggshells. And Stephanie? She's somewhere else. Hopefully figuring out that comparisons are poison and some words can't be unsaid. But that's not my problem anymore. It stopped being my problem the second I changed those locks.